Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flick Show. My name is Chris Wong. Really short video today. I've got some things to do, but this is going to be about that new Wonder Woman title. Allegedly, and according to this image that was put on in the header of Geoff John's page, Patty Jenkins' page, some other people have put it out on their page. I think even Clay Enos has also done that as well. Wonder Woman 84, at least that's what we think. The WW, it's got to be Wonder Woman. Come on. Wonder Woman 84, set in the 80s, which was what they were talked about before, that it is going to be set in the 80s in the midst of Cold War. Wonder Woman 1984. Now, I made a joke about this. I put Godzilla 1985 because the first thing I thought about when I saw Wonder Woman 1984, I'm like, oh, it's like Godzilla 1985, the year before the return of Godzilla, the American version. I had all these Godzilla nerds come out, started saying, hey, the Return of Godzilla came out in 1984 in Japan. Just letting you know. I'm like, I know. I was talking about the Raymond Burr version because it had 1985, the year, in the title. So I was just drawing comparisons to Wonder Woman 1984. But oh well, some people just gotta give me something. But anyway, Wonder Woman 1984, set in the 80s, sounds about right. And what is it going to be? Some people were kind of iffy about Wonder Woman being back in a sequel because she was supposed to have left mankind for like a century, right? Didn't help them at all. Then she came back in Batman v Superman, right? So that whole thing kind of throws that out the window. But if I gotta be honest here, I think they could still work with it because in 1984, in the midst of the Cold War, perhaps she ran an operation or something. Perhaps she saw, because we know Chris Pine's in this, perhaps an operation says, we need your help on this, and she's like, she doesn't want to do anything with mankind, she doesn't want to help him at all, but they put down a photo of an agent, a KGB agent that looks very much like Steve Trevor, and so she gets involved for personal reasons, not exactly help them out, but she wants to know if that's Steve Trevor. She's very curious about it. And of course, maybe it's not Steve Trevor at all. It's got cheetahs involved, it's an illusion and things like that, and then she has to fight and saves people, but not really what she wanted to come out and do. So she could still be not out in the open, like how Batman said in Justice League, where were you? I haven't even heard of you. But maybe she does background stuff. She's not like out in the open like Superman, who presents himself, I am Superman, or Batman even presents himself that I am Batman, Gotham City's protector. Maybe she does background saving, just in the background, secretly saving here and there, without anybody really knowing who is actually saving them. That could be a reason as well. So, but I kind of like it. I think it's going to be kind of cool. Maybe it'll be like an espionage type movie, and I think I talked about that. She could really utilize her other costume that she wore in the comics, the black leather jacket. That would work perfectly well with that stealthy, maybe kind of like Red Sparrow in a way, the Jennifer Lawrence movie, a spy film and with Wonder Woman, and she has superpowers. I think that could be really, really exciting. Plus the introduction of Cheetah with Kristen Wiig. I'm always interested in seeing that. Is it going to be CG? Is it going to be more makeup? I'm very, very collectively interested in that. Now, we know there's a ton of producers on here, including Geoff Johns and Zack Snyder, and a lot of people are thinking might be fighting on set. I think they're going to be a little bit more professional than that, and we'll see what happens there. It could be just a credit for Geoff Johns. He also wrote it. He was also involved in this before they demoted him from demoted him from well, he's still a chief creative officer, but they kind of demoted him to more of an advisory role. So he could still have those credits because they started shooting. They're shooting now, so it's hard to change all that up and then put a whole new team on it. They might as well keep him on as credit. I think production is going really well. All in all, Patty Jenkins will have the final say for all that matter. So she will have a lot more power in this because she did such an excellent job in Wonder Woman, critically particularly financially, and I think the studio is putting a lot of power in her pocket, seeing what she can do, putting a lot of faith in her. So Patty Jenkins will be having the final say in Wonder Woman 1984, and hopefully she hits up Zack Snyder and says, hey, can you help me out with these fight scenes? Because I watched Wonder Woman again yesterday just to catch up on that, and man, though that scene after the No Man's Land for one, then after the No Man's Land scene where she's like taking out Germans left and right in that building, Zack Snyder style, it was amazing, and I cannot wait to see more of that. She is such a badass in Wonder Woman. Not so much in Justice League. I felt like they depowered her a little bit, but you know, Patty Jenkins back. Wonder Woman 1984. What do you think about the title? Do you like that title? It is certainly a simple title. It just tells you the year. It could be almost like a biopic kind of movie. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm thinking it's going to be like an espionage secret mission, and maybe she's doing it not for she's doing it more for personal reasons. And maybe Steve Trevor, they find a sighting of him or someone who looks like Steve Trevor. Who knows, right? That will be real soon. I mean, it's gonna come out in, I believe, in 2019, next year, right? The ending of next year. So real soon. Hopefully, I don't think we're gonna get a teaser. I don't think I think it's too early to get anything at San Diego Comic-Con. Who knows? I mean, they could put something up together. I think I've had information that it's possibly Aquaman trailer and Shazam trailer is gonna be San Diego Comic-Con or a teaser. And possibly Wonder Woman 1984, who knows? But I'm really excited for it. I can't wait for Comic-Con. Hopefully we get some type of news for that Snyder Cut. I'm going to be hugely, majorly disappointed if nothing happens. No announcements for the Snyder Cut at all. But I am crossing my fingers and hoping for the best. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.